Hey there, my friend and fellow trader. It's Will here over to XAUUSD.com. First of all, welcome to today's video. So 28th of May 2020, near the end of the 5th month of the year. Time is absolutely flying in this year. And today's video, as promised, as posted the other day, my daily briefing on the European and US sessions ahead. So before we get started into today's video, looking for the best possible setups that might occur during these two sessions. If you're new to the channel, simply hit the subscribe button now, so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos, get my latest videos daily. And yeah, so let's get into the video. So first off, let's just look at the two trades that I kind of talked about yesterday. One was on the CAD Swiss franc and the other was on the Aussie Swiss franc. Okay, so we'll just open up the charts here. Okay, so yesterday, like I said, I was expecting a selling opportunity on Aussie Swiss franc. Okay, basically because we were up at this resistance area here. Okay, this is last year's low, I think, this resistance area, and price came up to hit it yesterday. Okay, so I was expecting watch yesterday's video. Price, we were at this area yesterday. Okay, and what I was waiting for was a divergence signal to happen inside or just after price come up to this area. Okay, this was based on the Forex Pro dashboard. Okay, if you remember yesterday's video, the stochastic dashboard was flashing red for a selling opportunity, and the Aussie Swiss franc wasn't flashing at the extremes quite yet. It had a bit to go, but during the session it actually started flashing red, went there at 620, and that gave us the initial reaction to look for a selling opportunity, which happened. And the first one that happened was on the 30-minute charts. And if you're in my signal service, you would have got this trade yesterday. It was actually my weekly trade, but this is the signal we're waiting on. And you can see from the minute we got the signal, everything was lining up. Stochastic dashboard, the RSI dashboard, we get the divergence signal, we enter the trade, and you can see the price actually dropped 100 pips there. So it was a beautiful trade during the, I think it was at the end of the Euro and start of the US session. The Aussie pairs just plummeted across the board. So that was a really nice trade. That was probably trade of the day. The second trade was on the CAD Swiss franc. Okay, if you remember, I did say in the video that this was possibly a selling opportunity based on this signal here. Okay, off that signal, it rallied up and came back down. So we closed this trade out at the end of the US session, and yeah, did rally up 50 pips, and stop loss was about 70 pips there. You can see above the highs here we talked about, and yeah, so we lost about 20 pips on that trade, 20 or 30 pips. The Aussie Swiss franc was the trade of the day. As you can see, everything was lining up. So today, what can we expect and look at today? Let's first look at the stochastic dashboard. You can see the Kiwi USD's very at the extremes here, posting the 700 key area on the stochastic dashboard. Just going to flick over and have a look at the RSI dashboard, and you can see it's at 513. You want that around the 600 area. So I'll just flick over into the charts and have a quick look. And okay, let's have a look. See if there is any resistance, possibly. And up here. Okay, so today, if you can see the daily, this was a reaction area before on the daily chart. Preferably, if price comes up around that area today, 111. Sorry, this is the Swiss franc. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes we're looking at the Kiwi USD. Okay, sorry about that. So looking at the daily charts here, and instantly you can see this kind of area here is a bit of a resistance here at the 62 area. Okay, so It still has a bit to go, to be honest. If you look at the RSI dashboard, and I would like to see that flashing going towards the 600 area on the RSI dashboard. It is at the extreme, approaching the extremes on the stochastic dashboard. That can go a little bit further than expected most times. So it's good to line it up with that dashboard. So maybe around yesterday's high, if we have the RSI dashboard, which is likely yesterday's high, we could look for a possible selling opportunity. So 60.23. So I will put that on the watch list and see what happens at that area. Okay, so another one is actually of interest to me today is gold. Is gold. Okay, so gold is, you can see we're at the extremes on both dashboards. Gold is approaching the RSI selling dashboard. Okay, so it's approaching the 600, and okay, and what I'm going to look for is see if there is any areas for a possible selling opportunity. Okay, so possibly up around 1740. I maybe look for a divergence signal because if it goes that far, the RSI dashboard will definitely be over 600, and we'll be looking for a nice selling opportunity. Also, this could be the formation of a nice head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so we could get, you see the first shoulder here, the head, and then we could get a rally up to around 1740, and then a huge move down. Because if we look at the higher time frames, we are at this key monthly area here on the charts. Okay, huge selling zone here, this area, and markets are starting to slow down. Gold is starting to slow down inside this area. Okay, so we'll see what happens around 1740 today if price rallies up towards there. And yeah, that'll be a possible selling area for me. Another way you can use the dashboard also is you can see the British pound Kiwi and the Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi maybe for a possible buy. And another way I like to use the dashboard also is when values start going above 450 or below 350, I start looking to go for trend trades, okay? Because when it's starting to go below those values, the market, the asset can start to trend down or up, especially when it goes above 450. You can rally it, you can trade it all the way up to 450 to 600. What I'm talking about here is the totaling system on the dashboard. Okay, so gold is a nice setup, and let's see if there's any other ones we can possibly look at here. You can see the Kiwi Japanese yen there. It is at the 700 extreme also on the thing, the stochastic dashboard, and it is nearly approaching the 600 mark on the RSI dashboard. So let's open this chart up and see if there is any resistance here. Okay, so possibly here, and we are in this kind of daily area here at the minute. Okay, got a nice resistance area here, and if we zoom out also here. Okay, I would actually start to look for a trade in this now. Okay, so if a divergence signal happens on the Kiwi Japanese yen, this may be a really good setup for today. Okay, it's possibly up here. I'd start looking for a divergence signal on the 30-minute or the 15-minute chart. Okay, so the first one that happens on one of those time frames, the Kiwi yen will be a good trade today. If you want to access the MACD divergence indicator, there will be a link below in the description of this video. You can actually get this indicator free, so you know when you're watching my daily videos, you can actually get in on these trades based on the signal that I'm talking about. Okay, so Kiwi yen and gold are my favorites for today. Possibly on the Kiwi USD, and there'll be some others there that I'll be looking at. British pound Kiwi. Okay, so the British pound Kiwi will be one that I will possibly look at today. Okay. Okay. So British pound Kiwi, you can see we're at the extremes on both platforms, or both dashboards, RSI and stochastic. So this would be, let's see if we can get any resistance here or any support. Down there, it's a bit far to go. Yeah, it's still a bit further to go. Just let's zoom out here. What I'm actually looking for in the chart is areas where prices kind of reacted before. And you can see here, around this area, and a little bit here and here, where price is now. So what I'll be looking for here, you can see we are flashing extremely green on the stochastic dashboard. I'll be looking for a divergence signal to happen sometime during this session on the 1 hour 30 minute, and I'll be liking this trade for a move to the upside. Okay, so British pound Kiwi will be a nice buy today if you get a divergence signal. Remember, you can download that indicator below. Okay, so that's my 3 best setups for the day ahead. British pound USD, or British pound Kiwi, gold, and a possible sell opportunity on Kiwi Japanese yen, and pound Kiwi. First minute I get a divergence signal on those assets, I will be selling Kiwi Japanese yen and buying Kiwi or pound Kiwi. Okay, so keep an eye on those charts. If you have the dashboard, keep an eye for the extremes. If you haven't got the FaultX Pro dashboard yet, there will be a link below where you can actually buy this half price and get the MACD SR indicator absolutely free. So very, very powerful dashboard. As you can see, it instantly allows me to see the best setups and analyze the markets in seconds. So that's today's briefing for the session ahead. That's the 3 best setups I can see. Remember, trade at your own risk, and have a great day trading. Thanks so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I shall speak to you soon. Will at the fxace.com.